Okay, so I had to drive up in here this time. Every section get their own boxes, and I have to load them up. I'm in the back right here, so let's see if these jokers fit, boy. Man, I don't know about this. I got 93 packages in here. Do y'all see all that stacked up to the ceiling? So, man, it took me 5 hours to get loaded, and I didn't get paid for none of that time. And who knows how long it's going to take me to get these packages off. I'll be downtown today. Okay, so me and my man right there in the box truck, he helping me out today since he know it's my first day. So we just ran all across town, downtown, getting this stuff done, baby. I'm taking y'all on a date. So me and my man been running into some problems these past 2-3 hours. We been delivering directly to apartments. Problem is, a lot of them are closed right now. Hey man, we done knocked out half of everything. I still probably got about another 2 hours to go. It's been a 10-hour day, man. Man, this ain't been no joke, man. Alright, y'all, he just cut me loose. We don't have to deliver to apartments anymore, thank God. So now I'm just delivering to houses. I'm gonna take y'all on this one right here with me. Watch this. Hold on. Get it. Put it somewhere out of plain sight. Alright, y'all, they still got me out here. I got about 8 more things to take. They killing me, man. This is ridiculous. What's up, everybody? This your boy Tez, the Logistics Rookie. And this video here is a recap, a day in the life of a new contract that I was offered on Saturday. And basically, I'm going to cover my experiences, as you guys already seen, and everything I went through with this potential contract, and why I feel like personally it's something I really don't want to do personally as a driver. So this contract, I got it last week. I got the offer last week. Tuesday, I found it on Craigslist. I hit up the guy. He was like, come on by the warehouse. Went by the warehouse. He basically offered me the position on the spot as a delivery driver. But since I'm already under contract Monday through Friday, he told me I could just do Saturdays until I get out of my current contract. So I basically got into this contract for one reason only: money. And that's mistake number one. So anyway, so he told me to come to the warehouse Saturday morning at 7:25. Went to the warehouse. I drive inside, and there was a bulk of packages that we all supposed to load up in our vehicles. Now, I was assigned to the downtown district, and I had 84 stops that day, and it was 93 packages in all. So this what happened. It took me 5 hours to load up, and I'm gonna tell you why. A bulk of the loading time was me figuring out the system. I had to scan the boxes. I had to mark down the address on each box also. Then I had to manually plug in every single individual address into an app called Road Warrior, which I highly recommend if you're an independent courier. Road Warrior, it definitely makes things easier. But I had to manually plug in each individual address on all 93 of those packages into Road Warrior. Then after that, I had to scan each box. After that, I had to separate each boxes from north to south in the downtown district, because he didn't want me to get confused, and he wanted me to be as organized as possible. So I had to sort out each package from north and south. Then I had to finally load up my van, put the north in the back, put the south right there in the front. But I pretty much got overwhelmed, got lost in the sauce. Too much information, too much going on at the time, and I ended up mixing up the north and south anyway. It got all mixed up. So got to the warehouse at 7:20. By 10:30 or 11, I was out of 11 o'clock I was out of there. Now mind you, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a slow working guy. I really don't like to, when it comes to physical labor jobs, I really don't like to, push myself too hard and work too hard, because I don't like to put too much on my body. I don't like to really strain my body. So while I wasn't moving the fastest, I was looking around me and all the other guys who worked there, who been on the job a long time, and guys who were there at 6 a.m. that day. I'm looking around me to see. I just tried to see, was this just me, or does it normally take this long to load up? Every guy I saw, they took the same amount of time. They left out the building at 10:30. I left at 11. Those guys were there an hour before me. So that's my strike number 2. So that already pretty much gave me a sign that, man, this contract may not be worth it, man, because I didn't get paid for that loading time. I don't get, this contract pay you per stop. So I get paid once these wheels start moving. I didn't get paid for that loading time. Then on top of that, one of the operations manager, he trying to come over and give me a motivational speech. Oh man, this is a great company. Oh man, take all the time you need once you come here, man, because you want to make sure you as organized as possible. But man, you gonna do good, man. I'm like, man, I don't want to hear that, bro. Let me just finish scanning these packages. Let me just finish doing what I'm doing. But so we hit the road. The route manager, I had to follow him around because he wanted to show me how everything worked. I followed him around. We first started off going to houses, which I feel like probably was a mistake, because I hate residential. My experience Saturday, I'm still trying to recover from it, but I hate residential. I hate it because it's not specialized, and I'll talk about that in another video. But residential, it's a hassle, especially when you go to deal with apartments. Apartments are the worst. They are the worst. And when it get nighttime, it gets rough, man. It gets rough. I'm telling you. So I'm following this guy around. We went to the houses first on the south side, because we went from south and we went up north, because a lot of the apartments were basically up north. So we driving all through downtown. We go to these apartments. Sometimes we had to wait because the apartments, they close early on Saturdays. Sometimes we had to wait. And sometimes some of the residents would give us the code to get in. And sometimes we would have to jump the freaking gate. Can you believe that? We had to jump the gate in order to deliver these packages. We don't have the contact information of the people we delivering to, so we got to do what we got to do. That basically was the mentality of my route manager. So we were jumping gates, running up flights of 6, 7 stairs, because some of the apartments were so old, they didn't have an elevator. Let me get this sun out my face. They didn't have an elevator. And every stop was 0.5 miles away. So then it was 115 degrees outside. So man, you can imagine the physical labor and the strain on your body doing all that, man. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, man. I don't like that. Period. I just don't like that, man. Facts. So we knocked all the apartments out the way, and the guy left me alone after that. He was like, I think you can take it from here. The only thing you have left is a few of these houses on the north side, and you can go home. So he left me at about 5 or 5:30, and I knocked out the rest of the houses, and I left and went home at about 7:30, 7:45. So in total, I think I did 12, 13 hours that day. But to be honest with you, while I did make a lot more money than I do with my current contract, this contract, the workload is much more, but the pay is it's pretty decent, man. Cause the pay per stop on weekends is $2.30. During the weekday, it's $1.90, which is not too bad. But like I said, man, it just doesn't really fit into my business model personally. And I'm at the point right now, I'm just basically trying to get into this mentality of being a businessman, not just a driver. So I have to be very strategic with all of my moves that I make in this business. So right now, I'm just looking to hire somebody for that. I do plan on accepting the contract. Mind you, this man didn't even give me no paperwork to sign before I did that route Saturday. He didn't run a background check or nothing on me, which shows they were very desperate. So that was another strike. That was strike 3 for me. But the money's so good, man. I think I plan on accepting it, but just hiring somebody to do it, because personally, it's not something I want to do. But it may be beneficial for my business financially. So I'm definitely hiring right now. I got a few applicants I'm talking to and looking at, but I personally just can't do it. I won't do that for nothing in the world, not no more. I hate residential. And on top of that, the walking, constantly stopping every 30 seconds, 115, 20-degree heat. Man, please. But it's part of the game, man. But I say all that to say this, man. Find your niche in this business. Find out what you like. Find out what fits into your business model. And get out of that driver mentality. If you want to do this as a business, have that businessman mentality. Because a lot of times we just do things for money, which isn't good. You have to think about the future. It has to be a bigger purpose behind this. What you in this business for? What do you bring to the market? If it's residential, cool. You only go for the residential type contracts. If it's commercial, like me, like what I like to do, cool. You only go to the commercial contracts. But find your niche, find your target market, find out what you specifically want to deal with, and be as specialized as possible. Because at the end of the day, this is business. And there's a bigger picture than the money. We are in business to make money, but that's not the sole reason. I'll touch on that in another video. You guys have a blessed day. Stay focused. Keep grinding.